Hey guys, it's Eyelash Glue and I'm back with another video. Guys, and today will be a updated makeup routine. Dark skin, chocolate, you know, affordable, all of that in one. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe so I can definitely keep pushing out some content for y'all. Today I basically wanted to do this because the last time I did a makeup routine was probably way back when, in 2020 maybe, and it's 2022 now, girl. It's 2022, period. So I wanted to show you guys what I do now, what I'm going to be doing coming up in this year. I do kind of want to change around my makeup routine, but for the most part, I want to show you guys what I've been doing. All the products, pretty affordable. It's just time to up the routine because last time was terrible. I do want to try the UK baddie routine, so I'm going to try that. Just let me know what you guys want to see. I went pretty in-depth in this, so everything, all the products and everything will be listed below. Also, I'll be saying them, so feel free to screenshot, feel free to ask any questions that you need to. And let's get straight into this makeup routine. Y'all want to see this though, right? And hair is from Crownedluxuriess, my hair collection. Make sure you follow that and cop your hair. But let's get straight into this tutorial. Okay guys, so today I'll be using my MAC eyebrow pencil in the shade Spiked, I believe. I just go ahead and brush out my eyebrows with this little brush that I have, and I fill in the bottom of my eyebrows, and then I go ahead and fill in the end of my eyebrows. I don't really do too much in the front until the second step, so you guys will see me go ahead and put a little fake hair soon here. Now my eyebrows are a little uneven because every time I get my eyebrows done, sometimes hair is just not even, but I just go ahead and try to make them as even as possible. And also when I put my frontals on, it does lift my eyebrows a little bit. So you're just going to want to make sure they look like not twins. What do they call it? Sisters, at least, not twins. So I try my hardest. So I'm going ahead and filling in the other brow to make it mimic the opposite brow. And then I just go in and I blend everything out because you do not want harsh block brows. I really like them to look as natural as possible. So then I go ahead with my Sasha Buttercup setting powder, and this is the shade medium. I literally pack this on my face all the time because I have such oily skin. So once I do one layer of my brows or one shade, I go ahead and I pat the setting powder in. Sometimes I let it sit, sometimes I don't. Right now I'm just brushing it off, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other layer of eyebrow pencil, whatever you want to call it. But I just do it 2 times, and I make sure I put powder over the first one to make sure that they set so they don't get oily too quickly. It works wonders. And as you guys see here, I kind of went in and I did some fake hairs. Once again, you want to make sure that it at least mimics hairs. So I do some fake lines, you know, drawing throughout the eyebrows so it looks like it's still hairs in those spots that I really don't have much hair in. And you guys can see I'm really going at the beginning of my eyebrows and making as many fake hairs as possible to make sure that it looks realistic and it's not like a faded. I don't want it to look fake. I'd rather not. And they're not even right now. I literally just shaded them in, and then I'm going to make them even with the concealer. Now the concealer that I'm using is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toast. You couldn't see it. I don't know why it wasn't focusing. But I do put the product on my eyelid. I used to put it on my hand and then transfer it onto my eyelid. I really don't like that method anymore. One, it leaves way too much product on my hand and I get it all over my clothes. And then it's harder to do that. It's really just harder to do that. So I just put it on my eyelid and I go ahead and blend it out, make it as even as possible. And the brush that I'm using here is an angled brush that I got from a local beauty supply store, KC Beauty. It was like $2. Any angle brush would work. I like an angle brush better when I'm doing my eyebrows because it gives me a more precise line. Once they're pretty much even, I just go ahead and spread out that concealer a little bit so it doesn't dry up and become too stiff. So I can go onto the top of my brows. And for the top of my brows, I use the same Toffee concealer. And then I mix it with my foundation so it is not too light. I hate the top of my, it's 470, that's the color, in the Fenty foundation. But I hate the light overview of my eyebrows. I literally hate that look. I like it to kind of mimic my skin, but I really do want it to like I want it to be thicker than the Fenty foundation. So I add a little bit of concealer and I go over the top of my brow. That works a lot. It works wonders. I used to just use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation on top of my brows, but it wasn't giving me a clean enough finish. So mixing your concealer with your foundation is the way to go. You guys can pretty much see that the top of my brows look a lot more my skin tone than the bottom of my brows. So now that I feel like it's even, I go in with my Real Techniques brush, and that is a blending brush, I believe, the smaller blending brush. And I just go ahead and blend out that concealer on the top and on my eyelids. And there you have it. Some nice blended realistic eyebrows. See how the fake hairs look real? So now I'm going in with my baby skin primer. I've been using this primer since I was literally in high school. I love this primer to death. You get it at Walmart, CVS, Target. It doesn't matter. I put so much on my face. I put a lot. I'm not going to lie. I put a good amount all over my face, forehead. I don't really put it on my neck. I don't know. I never really did that before. But period, look at the frontal. But Crownedluxuriess, love it. Even in the lighting, a ring light is right in front of me. And then I go with my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. Now, like I said earlier, I do put this all over my face because I have very, very, very oily skin. My skin gets very, very oily throughout the day. If you are going to do this step, please make sure that you fully moisturize your face. Find the perfect moisturizer because it will make your face matte. Matte. When I tell you matte, matte, it will be matte, especially if you're using a whole bunch of matte products. So I go ahead with that and I put it everywhere. And now I'm going to go in my Fenty foundation. This is the matte Fenty foundation in the color 470. Now this is my summer shade, but I still have foundation left. And I'm not going to buy a new one if I still have foundation left. So boom. This is my summer shade. I'm just going in with that. And then I go in with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I blend it all out. Yes. I blend it all out. And I can't lie to y'all, the foundation does look a little crazy on my skin right now, but it literally melts into my skin. It oxidizes. It looks literally like my skin. That's why I'm not changing the color. I love the foundation. I love the color. It just gives me life. Wait till the end. You'll see. Now, whenever I do my makeup, my face makeup, every time I blend something with a brush, I go back in and I set that blending again with a blending sponge and some setting spray or water. Now, I didn't have any more setting spray in this video, so I did use water, but setting spray is the way to go. Put some setting spray, drench the beauty blender in setting spray, and then make sure you blend that product in so it looks seamless. And now I'm gonna go in with the same concealer that I used under my eyebrows, and it is the Toast. Toast by LA Girl Pro. I'm gonna put that in my inner tear ducts or whatever, and then also to raise my eyes up a little bit, my chin, nose, and a little bit on my forehead. I really don't like putting too much makeup on my forehead because my frontal does make my forehead look a little smaller, so I don't really do too much up there. And then I'm going to go ahead in with the shade Toffee in the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is a little lighter than me, and I go ahead and put that right in between the concealer under my eyes. Put it right in the middle. Because it is lighter, I don't like to put too much. I go back and add more afterwards, but boom, period, girl. And now I'm going to go ahead in with my blending sponge, and then I'm going to add some setting spray and blend everything in. I don't really blend my under eye with a brush. I usually blend that with a sponge because I want it to blend in as perfect as possible because it is lighter than me. You want a flawless blend, girl, a flawless. And you guys see what I meant when I said the foundation, it literally melts into my skin, so it looks like my skin afterwards. But now I go in with a little more of the lighter concealer, which is Toffee, and I put it right under my eyes once again in those same spots on top of the spots that I put the Toast concealer. Like I said, I like to go back and add a little bit more because I don't want it to be too bright, and I want to make sure I blend it evenly before I keep adding more and more product. Now I'm going in with my Fenty contour stick, and this is in the shade Espresso. And girl, when I contour, I like to contour. I like my cheekbones to be very, 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 very defined. So I go ahead and I go right under my cheekbone and I curve upward right under that cheekbone. So when I smile, it's very defined. And then I also contour my nose just like that from under my eyebrows to the bridge. And I go ahead at my jawline. You want everything, everything, girl, everything contoured. And I go ahead and blend that with, this is a old brush that I got from CVS. I really don't know the name. It's just like a foundation brush, honestly. I go ahead and pinch it so the foundation doesn't get everywhere. Oh, this is an elf brush. There you go. I go ahead and pinch it so the contour doesn't get everywhere. I also add a little circle around my chin. I have a love-hate relationship with that because it does make my chin very pointy when I smile, and my chin is already very pointy, but whatever. I go ahead and do that. And now I go in with, this is my liquid glow brush from Real Techniques. The Real Techniques line when blending is the way to go. Excuse the makeup on my finger, ew. I go ahead and I blend my nose contour out. You want to keep it in the same space that it is in. You don't want to move it around too much, so that's why I use this very precise brush. And we are going to blend that contour right up into our eyebrow. Whatever that space is called where your nose bridge and your eyebrow connects, you're going to blend it up there. I promise you, it gives you the look. It gives you the look. And now I'm taking a wet beauty blender, yes, a wet beauty blender, and I went ahead and dipped it into my Sasha Buttercup setting powder, and you're going to set all of that concealer that you just put under your eyes, on your nose bridge, everywhere. And I try to make sure I look up so I could avoid the creases right under my eyes because I hate the creases. They start to the makeup starts to move. So I try to look up, and I also go ahead and sharpen that nose contour too when I'm putting this setting powder on. When putting it on, I do dab. And sometimes, like right here, I'm swiping it, but I do dab it in just to press it in. So therefore, when I brush it off, it's not like it was just sitting on top of my skin. You do want it to set that concealer right under my jawline. I add that right under my contour to sharpen my contour. You want to make sure it is going from the middle of your ear straight to your lips. You want to make sure it's going in that direction. Okay guys, next I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Expert Blending Brush. Once again, this is a different one. I have about 4 of these, but I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder foundation. Yes. And I go ahead and I literally go on top of the setting powder with that. Now, this is the old foundation color that I used to be. As I got older, I got a lot darker. But I love how it literally tones it down so it doesn't make it too white. I literally just go and I literally blend it all in. I tried swiping it, dabbing it, tried all these methods to try to like move it off. But because I pressed it in with the wet beauty blender, it's literally already set into my skin. I just want to blend it out with that. And then I go in with my beauty blender and I blend everything. Y'all do not be scared to blend it all out. Like, it's okay. You want everything to literally mesh. So go ahead after every step and blend it out with that setting spray on the beauty blender and keep blending till your arm tired. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Powder Foundation again. This is the matte poreless in the shade Java. And I use this for my contour. Now the brush that I'm using is an angled fluffy brush for contouring. Now I got this, I think my mother gave this to me a very long time ago. I don't know the brand. It's old and falling apart. But just use a fluffy blending brush, contour brush for this step. Now I am going over my cheekbones and my nose and stuff like that. That is something new that I'm doing. Because I did bring the blush up there, I wanted to kind of give a bronzy effect as well. Now guys, I'm literally blending it all out with the wet beauty blender. I promise you I'm going to do that 100 times in this makeup routine. But I also went with my fluffy brush from Real Techniques and I just went ahead over my cheeks. Now, I did a flashback test. Look, no flashback. It's giving what it's supposed to give. My phone is dirty for my makeup. But I go in and I just did some mascara on my bottom lashes. I do need to start doing on my top so it could blend in with my lashes a little bit more. But I love the look. And now I'm going in with my Morphe 350 palette. This palette is from way back when, senior pictures, high school. I put the top right hand highlight color right on my nose bridge, nose tip, and under my eyebrows, y'all. I love this highlight color. I don't put any on my cheekbones. I hate that. Now, like I was saying before, when I was setting my under eyes, I didn't set the top of my eyes, so I'm going ahead and setting that with some setting powder. And then I'm going in with the same shade that I used for the blush, which was in my James Charles palette. It was the red shade on the third row. I just put that in my crease just to add something to my eyes so it wasn't just plain. And I used the same brush that I used for my contour because it still had some of the product on there. Now I'm going in with this eyelash glue that I freaking fell in love with. It went viral on TikTok and I just cannot get enough of it. It's called Zoe's QQQ. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It is so easy to apply. I freaking love it. It's not ripping out my eyelashes, so my eyelashes are growing back. I just love everything about this glue and it's waterproof. But I'm just, and it's so easy to put on. Like, I literally could just slap it on and then my eyelashes go on in 2.5 seconds and it's not messy. I really freaking love it. Anyways, I just go ahead and you kind of put it on like eyeliner and you let it dry clear. Just try to get as close to your eyelashes as possible to make sure that there's not a gap when you put on the lashes. But I love this glue so daggone much. And you're gonna watch it dry real quick and then I just slap them on. It's a quick 1-2. These lashes, don't know where they're from. They actually were just sitting on my counter for a while, but I did cut them a little bit because I do like shorter lashes and kind of like the wispy effect, but I just cut the inner tear duct part right there because it was like touching my nose. I don't know why it was so long, but yes. I'm not gonna lie, I look a little crazy with these scissors right by my eyeballs, smiling like that. But this is pretty much the final look. I love it. I feel like the blush. I love the bronzy look when it comes to my makeup. So I really like the blush this time. Those are all the products that I used. Oh, look, y'all, I'm giving you face. And let me tell y'all something. My lace is given. It's been given this whole video. I just want you to truly know this lace is almost like 5 days old. I want y'all to know that it's really given. It's really given. The hair is given and the lace is given. And y'all need to get with Crown Luxuries. But yes, this is the final look. It looks beautiful. I love it. I look like a baddie. And I'm going to go ahead and insert a few different clips, a few different stuff for you guys to see. Let me know how you guys like this makeup routine. And yes. Okay guys, this is the final look. I finished. I went in and curled my hair. And just to bring the look together, but I curled my hair and this is the final makeup look. I hope you guys love the look. I definitely added the blush this time and I don't usually add the blush. So it's something new. I definitely wanted to incorporate that into my 2022 makeup routine because I was getting sick and tired of what I was doing. Make sure you follow my Instagram at Anya Sanaya. Follow my TikTok at Anya Sanaya. Follow my hair page at Crown Luxuries. What else? Twitter, Anya Sanaya. Just follow everything. Everything will be down in the description box below. Let me know what more videos you guys want to see. Let me know if you guys like this one. I really want to try the UK baddie makeup tutorial, so maybe I'll do that and upload a video. So let me know if you guys want to see that, and let me know if you guys want to see a little tutorial on my hair. And I got y'all. But those are all the products that I use. I hope it helps somebody. If you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.